Hello! The purpose of this lesson is to show you all how to properly outline your essay, or specifically your personal statement. This is going to be very helpful when it comes to your UC application as well as your application to other universities. I also want to let you know that I'm going to be outlining an example of a personal statement, and so this will definitely be useful if you're also applying to scholarships as well. So the learning objectives for this specific lesson is to really get into the details on how to outline and write your essay. This is definitely going to be helpful for anyone who's been experiencing writer's block or just doesn't really know how to structure and organize your essay so that it can flow when you're reading it. So pay close attention, take notes, and get ready because I'm going to have you pause the video a couple of times so that I can have you go into detail and write notes and write lists to help you all when it's time for you to actually begin writing your essay. All right, let's get into it. So some of the specific concepts and vocabulary we're going to be focusing on today are topic headings, transition sentences, as well as adjectives. All of these things are very important when it comes to the actual structure of your essay. I'm going to be sharing with you all the process I use for writing my essay, and I've actually used this for almost every essay that I've wrote in question, and I usually get an A. I really hope this process is helpful for you all and that you can easily duplicate this when it comes to writing your own essays, personal statements, and essays when you're actually in the university as well. I like to begin my process by taking about 30 minutes to brainstorm and write a couple of lists of all the things that I want to include in my essay. So this can be topics, phrases, examples, full sentences, quotations, anything that I think I want to include in my essay. I'm going to just write a list. No type of organization or structure. I'm just writing a list. Whatever pops in my mind, I'm just going to write it down. So now I want you to do this. Don't worry about if it's crazy, if it's random. Just take your time and get as much as you can on paper in a list. Just write anything that you would want to include in your paper. So I'm going to give y'all an example of a list that I wrote for a hypothetical UC application as if I were writing another personal statement. So here are the things that I have on my list. Passionate, family, parents, high expectations, straight A student, senior year, videography, valedictorian, class president, cross-country captain, optimistic, likes to get to school early. My goal is to be a CNN anchor one day. Leadership skills, example of leading school news team. These are just a few things that I would want to include in my essay. I'm going to write more and add more to these lists, but I just wanted to share with you a specific example to help you all. Now go ahead and pause this video and add to your list. Write as many things as possible, and then when you're ready, come on back and we'll take you to the next step. All right, I hope that y'all got a long list of all the things that you want to include in your essay, whether that's a personal statement or if you're responding to a prompt. Okay, so let's look at your list. Just look at your list, reflect on it, go ahead and read it through. Now we're getting ready to categorize it. This is going to help when it comes to the body of your essay paragraphs. So look at everything you've written and try to divide it into about 3 or 4 categories, maybe more. Now come up with a topic heading for each of those categories. These are actually going to be the topic of each of your paragraphs in the body of your essay. And these topic headings are going to make it really easy when you're actually writing your essay to come up with topic sentences leading into what the paragraph is going to be about. This is going to help form the structure of your essay and make it organized when your reader is going through it. So I'm going to give you all an example of some topic headings that I came up with from the list that I shared with you all earlier. So the first topic heading is leadership skills. So some of the things that will go under this heading are anything about me being cross-country captain, class president, any type of leadership skills that I had that I included in my list, I'm going to add it to that category. All right, so my next topic heading, which is really almost like a topic sentence, is opportunities that enhance my high school experience. So going back to my list, I'm going to look at any opportunities that enhance my high school experience. So some of those things: family, parents, videography, likes to go to school early. My school news team. When I was in high school, I loved my morning news team. So I take all of the things in my list and I just put it under this topic heading. So whenever I'm writing this paragraph, I know exactly what I'm going to be writing about. And my third topic heading, which once again is almost a full topic sentence, is how my passion shaped my academic and career goals. Once again, I'm going to go through my list, look at it, and take everything in that list that fits into this category and add it. Now realize you may have some things on your list that fit into multiple categories. That's fine. You just want to talk about different things when it comes to that specific topic or whatever you're going to be talking about. Now that you have your topic headings in your list categorized, you can see a clear picture of how you want to write each paragraph. And it's time to move to the next step, which will help you successfully structure and organize your essay. This is your transition sentences. So the transition sentence goes at the end of each paragraph and leads into the topic of what you're going to be focusing on or talking about in your next paragraph. This is important so that when your reader is going through your essay, it flows. When you go into the next paragraph, when you have a transition sentence, you understand what the next paragraph is going to be focusing on. And it's not like you're hitting a roadblock or a sharp turn and just going to a sudden next subject. You're actually able to transition into the subject, no matter how different it is from the previous subject you were talking about. So let me give you an example to show you how to do this. So for example, in my first body paragraph, I'm going to be talking about leadership skills. And in my next paragraph, I'm going to be talking about the opportunities I had that enhanced my high school experience. So an example of a transition sentence can go like this. My leadership skills awarded me a number of opportunities that enhanced my high school experience. With this sentence, you can see that I'm transitioning from one topic to the next. Now take your time and look at each category and write a few transition sentences that can help you flow from one category to the next. After you've done that, you're ready for the next steps, which is a couple of things that we're going to do to enhance your essay. Make it a little more creative and fun to read. And that's adjectives. So what I like to do to enhance my essay before I begin writing it is just simply write a list of adjectives. As many adjectives that I can think of, some that are my favorite, so that I don't get repetitive when I try to get into my descriptive words that paint a visionary picture for my reading. So here's a list of some adjectives that I've come up with. You can use some of these, and I definitely recommend adding to this list as well. Adventurous, passionately, beautiful, bright, phenomenal, extraordinary. When you write your essay with a list of adjectives handy, it makes it easier to write a more detailed and descriptive essay that paints a picture for a reader of the details of what you're going to be talking about. Definitely use adjectives in your essay. Get creative. Use metaphors, similes, as many literary elements as you can think of. It's great to brainstorm some of these literary elements ahead of time, so once again, when you're writing your essay, you can just keep flowing through. Now, the next section of this lesson is for you if you had a little bit of trouble coming up with things that you want to include in your essay. Or when we did that first activity at the beginning where I had you list anything, if you had trouble thinking of examples or anything like that, this is really going to help you. So I'm going to share with you a few questions that I like to ask myself when it comes to writing an essay. So these questions are going to reflect a prompt for a personal statement, but whenever you are given a prompt, look at that prompt and come up with a list of as many questions or supporting questions that relate to that prompt, so that when you're writing your essay, you can keep answering questions. You have more things to keep writing about. So these are some of the questions that I ask myself when I'm writing a personal statement that you should ask yourself as well. What is an insecurity you overcame in high school? How did you do that? If you have not overcame it, how are you working on it? What are your academic and professional goals? What is your life goal? What is your dream job or career? Why is this your dream job or career? How does this university align with your life and career goals? Who or what inspires you? What is a positive change you have created in your school or community? Now take the time to respond to these questions. It can help by discussing these questions with a family member or friend, or even writing it down on paper. This is going to help you choose specific things that you want to talk about when writing your personal statement. Breaking your prompt down into multiple questions helps you organize and elaborate on your thoughts. In conclusion, look at everything that you wrote throughout this lesson. If you're confident, you're definitely ready to start writing your personal statement or application essay. I really hope this lesson was helpful for you all. If you would like me to proofread your essay or if you would like any tutoring, please connect with me on the Linkstory platform. I look forward to working with you all through Linkstory.